Good morning and welcome to your morning Kundalini yoga session. This morning, we are working on a set that is a body and mind energy reset. So, this set is lovely for the morning, but it's also lovely to do it when you get home from work and just shake off any energy that you've picked up throughout the day, anything that just doesn't belong to you, and just give the body and mind a lovely reset. So just starting to arrive into your space, into your practice, taking a comfortable seat, beginning to observe the breath and try not to manipulate the breath. We're just watching the rise and fall, sitting nice and tall through the spine, maybe rolling the shoulders back and down, nice and open across the heart space. And then bringing our hands to meet in the center of the chest and beginning to rub the hands quite vigorously with circles, flooding the body with that lovely prana life force energy, sparking up both hemispheres of the brain, sending signals to all those thousands of nerve endings. And then when you feel the heat start to build, bringing the hands to stillness, letting the thumbs sit on the chest, slightly lifting the sternum, shoulders back and down, finding a nice tall spine. And we'll be tuning in with Ong Namo, Guru Dev Namo, to open our practice. Taking a deep inhale. Our protection mantra.
Sri Guru Deva Namaha Adguru Namaha Jugadguru Namaha Satguru Namaha Sri Guru Deva Namaha Adguru Namaha Jugadguru Namaha Satguru Namaha Sri Guru Deva Namaha.
Taking a deep inhale. Hold, suspend the breath. And release. Just taking one more inhale. And release the breath. Sealing the frequency, the energy of the practice, drawing it in, tuning in. into the body, out of the mind. Release the hands to the knees and just take a moment in stillness, seeing if you can sense any subtle energy shifts. Lovely. And just put some movement into the fingers and the toes, gently blinking the eyes open. And we're going to come to stand for the first part of our practice. So starting to really shift the energy. Just move your back a little bit. Okay. So we're working a little bit with the lymphatics. So coming to bring the feet just slightly wider than hip distance apart. And we're going to just start to jump the heels a little bit. So we're just jumping on the heels. If you want to, you can do a full jump, but you just jump in the way, just getting the energy moving throughout the body, starting to swing the arms. And maybe you just want to keep the gaze level or the eyes closed for this. Starting to wake up that lymphatic system. And just letting the breath be at a natural state. Starting to feel that heat being created in the body now. You may want to inhale, exhale, really throw it down. At your own pace, getting lots of energy flooding through the body, waking up our lymphatic system, which doesn't have its own pump. And shaking it off. Really try and shake through every limb, every leg. Lovely. And then we're bringing the hands and we're just going to wrap the hands around the body and letting them slap as they land. Really starting to energize the body, release any stagnant energy. I love this track. Hare, Hare, Hare. Lovely mantra for opening our eyes to the wonder that is all around us. Okay, we're coming back to center, taking a nice deep inhale, bring the arms above head. And exhale, push them down. Just take a moment of stillness. Allow that energy to flow freely through the body, waking up every cell. Beginning to clear through energetic blockages. You can probably feel the heat start to radiate from the body. And now we're coming into a bit like when we do our Sufi circles, but we're doing them standing this time. So we're just using the upper body and we're finding these full circles with the upper body so that from the waist down we are nice and strong and stable, and we're just finding these circles with the upper body. But like we do in Sufi circles, we're inhaling forwards, exhaling back and round. Really leading with the open chest, open heart space. Exhale back and round. Just in one direction for now. Really getting the spine involved, especially the lower spine. moving into every vertebra. Connecting the breath. Sometimes it's nice to close the eyes down, really feel into the movement. And then bringing those circles back to center. And we're going in the opposite direction. We're still inhaling forward, leading with the chest. Exhaling back and round, and really try and sit into that spine on the exhale, creating some space. I love these morning sessions. Just feel so alive afterwards, you know. Few more here. Inhale forward, lead with the chest. Exhale, sit back into the spine. Okay, coming back to center, shaking the legs off, shaking the hands off. And we're going to bring the hands to the shoulders, a bit like when we do a spinal twist. So fingers are on the front of the shoulders, thumbs are at the back. And we're going to find these little circles with the shoulders, or with the arms, I should say. So inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So quite a fast-paced breath. Finding these lovely circles, full rotations with the shoulders. Really starting to wake up the lymphatic system, all the nerves under the armpits. You almost can't help but get the spine involved a little bit, so we're just finding that lovely flexion. And then when you're ready, resetting back to center and inhaling, taking it back, exhale. And in these lovely backward motion rotations now. Connecting the breath. Inhale, exhale. Just a couple more. Lovely. Taking the arms out wide, making some rotations with the wrists. And moving any way that the body wants, needs, maybe stretching out those shoulders a little bit. Making the arms wide for a nice big inhale, nice exhale. Drop it down. Inhale up. And drop it down. One more. And then gently coming back up to our reset position. And now we're coming into some spinal twists. So a bit like when we do them on the floor, but we're staying standing for this one. So again, the hands are on the shoulders. We are twisting to the left as we inhale, and then to the right as we exhale. And just notice as the head follows the spine. Inhale left, exhale right. And as we inhale left, we are taking in all that lovely prana, that life force energy, that positive energy flow. And as we exhale to the right, we are handing over, surrendering, handing anything over that does not belong to us, does not serve us. And then maybe starting to lift the foot, getting that full twist. Inhale left, exhale right. You can close the eyes down if it feels okay. Sometimes I like to mentally vibrate the mantra. Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam. Sat left, Nam right. Truth is my identity. The mantra Sat Nam. find balance in the mind. Just a few more. That's all. And coming back to the centre. Shaking it off. Making any movements that the body is asking for. Really allowing the energy flow to just be nice and free. Okay, so we are now coming into aura sweep. So we're still going to be standing, but for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to show you on my knees so you can see. We're coming into aura sweep. So we are inhaling, bring the hands up above our head, and then we flip the palms and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Going to do it with you. Inhale up, exhale down. And you will feel some heat start to generate here. Just allow that heat to generate. Really waking up all those cells in the body. Refreshing them with our prana, our inhale. Or so think about what you are clearing out as you exhale. Clearing out your auric fields, electromagnetic fields, making sure the space around you in your aura is cleansed. And you can do this anytime. Nice little aura sweep. You ever feeling like your energy is a little bit heavy? Just getting that lovely prana oxygen into the body and sweeping your own auric field. Okay, one more. Inhale. Lift, lengthen through the spine, engage in root lock. So squeeze, lift, lengthen, lift tall through the spine. And exhale, sweep down. Lovely. So allowing the breath to return to a natural rate. Feeling all that energy coursing through the body. And now we're coming down to a tabletop position. So we'll be stacking the shoulders above the wrists, the hips above the knees. And if this doesn't work for the body this morning, you can stay in a seated position and I'll give you a variation. You could do a nice spinal flex up, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Otherwise, we're coming down to the knees. Maybe popping a cushion underneath. You could even fold the mat back to get a little bit more support under the knees. And we are finding a tabletop position. We want the spine to be nice and straight, or as straight as possible. Getting that lovely flow through the Shumanadi, our central energy channel. And then we are curling the toes under and we are lifting through the arms, through the legs, finding our triangle position. And then slightly walking the hands forward, leaning forward into a plank, pushing back through triangle, coming down through plank. And we exhale as we push into triangle. Inhale as we come back to plank. Or variation, you can pop down onto the knees and do the exact same movement from here. So inhaling, shining the chest forward, exhaling, pushing down through the hands, maybe lowering the head, getting that lovely stretch through the arms, through the shoulders. Inhaling, shining the chest forward. Exhaling, pushing back. Or you are tucking the toes and coming through triangle. Inhaling to come. And we're not here for too long, so just choose what works for your body this morning. Okay. Coming into your triangle or variation. Pedaling the knees. And then coming down to our tabletop position. Walking the hands slightly back. Maybe creating a little bit of space through the hips and sitting back into that space. Coming into our child's pose. Just lowering the head down to the mat. Bringing the head in service of the heart space. Finding that lovely stretch. And you can push back through the hands to sit further back into the heels, just listening to the body this morning. Rest and restore. Or this evening, whenever you're doing this video. And just taking a few more breaths in your child's pose. Before gently lifting yourself back through the arms, through the legs. And then gently we're coming into a rock pose, so we are sitting back on the heels. Again, if this doesn't work for the body, just take a comfortable seated position. Otherwise, we are here. And we are coming into what we call in Kundalini Yoga, camel ride. So it's a bit like a spinal flex. Hands on the knees, we are inhaling, bringing our chest forward, exhaling, sitting back into the spine. But watch the head doesn't bob. We just try and keep a nice neutral neck, slightly tuck the chin, and all the movement is in the spine. Connect the breath, inhale forward, exhale back. I like to think of it like a bit of a sniff in the throat, so try and do it just through the nose. You can probably sense all that energy flowing through the body now. Working its way through the spine, through our energy centers, through our chakra system. Clearing out, making space. Just a few more of these lovely flexions here. And then coming back to a nice neutral spine, we're going to take an inhale through the nose. Lift, lengthen through the spine, suspend the breath. Full exhale. Do that again, inhale. This time as we suspend and hold the breath, lift and lengthen through the spine, engage root lock, squeezing all those muscles through pelvic floor up to the navel. Lift, exhale. One more, inhale. Hold, one more sniff. Lift, lengthen, squeeze, engage. And exhale. Encouraging that energy flow of our dormant Kundalini energy to start lifting, raising up through the spine, raising our consciousness, our awareness, feeling that lovely clarity in the headspace. And just taking a little moment. Just rest, become aware of the breath. Lots of movement this morning. And then come down, and we are coming into a life nerve stretch. So legs out in front. And as we inhale, we come down to our left leg. Keep the chest high. And we are just staying here and we are breathing into this posture. Really keep the chest nice and high. If you are down at the toe, maybe you'd like to squeeze the nail of the big toe. Excuse my feet, been walking around barefoot. And when we squeeze the toenail, we are engaging and waking up the pituitary glands, encouraging these secretions so we don't miss a trick. Few more rounds of breath here. Lovely. Let's inhale, center. Exhale, reaching down to the opposite leg. Chest is nice and high. Squeezing on the big toe if that's where you are. If you're not, don't worry. Some days, the thigh is absolutely fine. Lifting the chest. The ankle, wherever you are today, is completely fine. And breathing into this shape. Nice full inhales, exhales with a lifted chest. Renewing our energy, creating space in the heart space for this lovely flow of prana. Okay, and inhale. Exhale, push the arms down, little aura sweep. Lovely. And then we're just going to finish off before we come into a pranayama, a breath-led meditation. Just going to come into this butterfly pose and letting the soles of the feet touch, if that's okay. They can be as far away from the body as is comfortable. And just starting to move our butterfly legs into the hips. Try and stay nice and tall through the spine. So holding on to the feet or the ankles, whatever works for you. Close the eyes down, just enjoy the breath. Just become aware, the observer of the breath. Really releasing any stagnant energy that we are holding in the hips. Lovely. Just inhale, relax the hips. Full exhale. One more inhale. Really fill the belly, maybe one more sniff. And then full exhale, really draw the navel back towards the spine. Releasing apana. Handing over, surrendering to the practice. Tuning into the body. Okay. Stretching the legs out, stretching the arms out. And we're coming in to the final few minutes of our practice, which is a breath-led pranayama, so meditation. And we are using Nadi Shodhana. So we take the index and the middle finger, close it down so that we have the ring and the little finger and the thumb, or you can close all the middle three fingers down, I should say, so it's almost like you're answering the phone. Okay, come into a comfortable seated position. Just a couple of minutes of Nadi Shodhana. And we are going to be bringing the hand up to the face. Bear with me. Here we go. We are bringing the hand up in front of the face. Left hand is on the knee in Gaya Mudra, so index finger and thumb touch. And then from here, we are closing off the right nostril, inhaling through the left. Closing off the left nostril, exhaling through the right. And then inhale through the right. Close it off. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close it off. Exhale right. So that the flow is out and in, out and in, out and in. Prana, apana, balance. Really good for settling the mind. So just finding your own rhythm and flow with this. Just a couple of minutes. Nadi Shodhana. Next time you come to exhale on the right, really doing a full exhale of the right nostril. Releasing the hand. Taking a deep inhale through both nostrils. Lift, suspend, hold the breath. And full exhale. Just taking a moment, noticing that sense of clarity, peace in the mind, in the body. Feel that relaxation flooding through. And we close our practice by bringing the hands to meet in front of the chest, rubbing those hands together again, sparking up all those thousands of nerve endings. And bringing the hands to rest in the centre of the chest, slightly lifting the sternum, letting the knuckles of the thumbs sit in the centre of the chest. Project the fingers out and we close with a long Sat Nam. So let's inhale to chant. Sa Nam. Sat Nam. Bow to yourself, to each other for sharing this practice. Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love sharing this time with you.